Hello again, I'm Blunty. Now, for people who've been watching me for some time now, it will come as no surprise that I love Lego. My friends at Lego have just seen fit to send me one of these, which is one of their new Technic kits, part of a range they recently released. And I have nothing but incredible respect and admiration for the Lego designers, because those guys are amazing. Because this Technics kit right here, which is kit number 8262, you get two for the price of one. Basically, you can build this quad bike thingy here, but with exactly the same parts. You can also build this sort of beach buggy type four-wheeler car, whatchamacallit. And that really impresses me, because from the same amount of parts, two completely different models and all that sort of stuff. And I haven't touched Technic kits since I was like 10, 12 or something like that. And so this was my first opportunity in many years to sort of dig my hands into these more complex builds. And I decided to build a little four-wheeler bike because, well, frankly, I'm a bigger fan of things with handlebars than I am with steering wheels. The level of detail is fantastic. You've got independently sprung front suspension here, standard suspension on the back for bikes. If you look real close there, you've got the little two-piston motor right there that actually the pistons do rotate as the back wheels rotate, all that sort of fancy stuff and detail. And I gotta say, all hail the injection molded joy that is Lego. I know it's a deeply geeky thing to do for a grown man to be putting together a Lego kit, but you know what? They are a lot of fun. If you used to build these things as a kid, or if you are a kid and haven't discovered Technics yet, I recommend grabbing one of these kits and just giving it a bash, because you end up with a fun little model. I mean, I'll be driving this thing across my bed sheets and stuff, just completely regressing into a childlike state of mind and just having a blast with it, basically. I know, some people might say, oh, that's really sad, but you know what? Don't let go of your inner child, guys, because it's what keeps you alive and happy. Being a kid is a lot less complex than being an adult, and revisiting that from time to time is a good thing as far as I'm concerned. So thanks to Lego for sending me this and reminding me about the joys of building Technic kits, and rediscovering the appreciation of the amazing level of detail that goes into these kits. And I've got to say, I actually had quite a lot of fun putting this thing together. It's been a long time since I've done a proper Lego build. For a long time I was just buying Lego kits for the bits and building my own sets and stuff, my animations. So it's been a long time since I've actually followed the instruction manuals. And actually, come to think of it, I want to show you something in the instruction manual that just made me laugh. Right on the first page, you can see there that little cross out, but it's basically telling you, don't pour the bits and pieces out on the carpet, put them on a table, because Technics have a lot of teeny tiny pieces, and if you pour it on the carpet you might lose an important piece or something. It made me giggle anyway. It even suggests you be a little bit obsessive compulsive about your Lego build and separate all your pieces out into their individual files so it's easier to find the piece you need. I don't do that. I do this. I spread them all out on my very masculine bedspread, because quite personally I think it's more fun to dig through them. I want you guys to tell me what your favourite Lego kit is. I mean, just about all of us played with Lego as a kid. Some of us still play with it as an adult. What's your favourite kit? My favourite Lego kit of all time was the Ultimate Collector's Series, I think they were called, an X-Wing. It was a very complex build. Took hours and hours to build this thing from tiny little pieces. It wound up being about that big. It got stolen with a bunch of my other gear. I'm very sad about that. It's gone now. But I loved it. The detail in it was fantastic. It was a really enjoyable build, very challenging to build as well. Lots of little detail, and you snap together all these little pieces and it doesn't look like anything. Then you start snapping these little modules you build together, and before you know it, there's this big ass X-Wing with a little knob at the back when the wings open and close and all that sort. I loved it, and I kind of miss playing with Lego, and this has sort of reminded me just how much fun it is, even as an adult. You know, just while you're watching TV or something, snapping these things together, and you wind up with a cool little model like this, and you drive it across your bedroom and go, and you sit your enormous Optimus Prime figure on top of it and make yourself giggle like a school child all over again. Catch you next time. Tell me about your Lego. Tell me. I want to know.